the key issues Verizon needed to solve?
The problem that this particular site was facing, or at least all we could see, was that there was erosion, severe erosion happening along the creek that bordered the property. The parking lot fence had fallen over. The erosion was making its way. The asphalt was being compromised and encroaching in on the parking lot only a few yards from the diesel fuel storage tank. And while that was the symptom, we didn't exactly know what was causing it, and that was what started our investigation.
How did WB address Verizon's problems?
Well, the project started with a study. We needed to understand why the erosion was happening and what was causing it. So we investigated whether or not the rain leaders that were underground had been compromised, if they had been crushed in or were not properly draining. We investigated whether or not there was some inherent issue with the creek and how flow was happening in large storm events. And we also looked at things like the structure of the building to understand the extent of the problem. So we started with a study, and then once we were able to understand the full breadth of the problem, we could start applying solutions. And the solution that we provided in the end was uh, repair of a couple of rain leaders that were underground, as well as a green gabion basket wall that would uh, border the perimeter of the Verizon property.
What led to the decision to implement the Green Gabion solution?
Yeah, so we actually started by doing some borings, geotechnical studying of the soils to figure out where we could actually anchor something. We had to figure out where bedrock was. And so the first plan that we had come up with was a stone revetment. And when we ran the geotechnical studies, it didn't work, even though it was something that would be a good solution and attractive. The model in the geotechnical study just didn't work out. And so the solution that we came back with the second time was one that had been deployed by one of our partners on this project previously and is a solution that integrates natural vegetation into a gabion wall, which is something people are pretty familiar with that you might have seen. But by having that natural vegetation in there that doesn't require trimming or maintenance or anything like that, it was something that worked for the owner and was something that we could dig down to bedrock, set down, and would actually hold back the wall of soil behind it and allow proper drainage. So that passed the geotechnical testing in the model and ended up being a great solution that the adjacent property owners as well as the county was happy with.